Hi girlies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a really exciting video because I have finally made it onto Rare Beauty's PR list. This literally arrived a couple of hours ago and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to make a video about this. I was so excited. I've always wanted to be on Rare Beauty's PR list because I absolutely love their blushes and their lip glosses and everything. I love everything about Rare Beauty. When I tell you I did a little dance when this arrived, Lemon and I were jumping up and down when we saw this. I was so excited and she was just excited because I was excited. But look, there's this layer and then there's a second layer. And of course, I am going to be reviewing Rare Beauty's new perfume. I'm going to start off with body care. So this is Rare Beauty's Bouncy Body Cream in Find Comfort. I think every time I visited Space NK, like there hasn't been any body butter in the jar for me to smell. But I feel like I really recognise this. I went to Astrid and Miu or MIU, I don't know how you say it. This is a really common theme. I went to the ear piercing place and it really smelled like this, or the girl that like changed my earring really smelled like this, so I'm wondering if she was wearing this. I'm just going to read the fragrance notes. So the top is peach nectar, sparkling lemon, orange flower and black pepper. The heart is blue cyclamen, jasmine, apricot blossom and lavender, and then the dry is white sandalwood, skin musk and crisp amber. On Rare Beauty's website it says that the cream should be hydrating for up to 24 hours, leaving your skin bright, smooth, more even and visibly plump. So I'm very excited to try this. It's quite a thick cream, I think. It's an interesting texture because I thought it would feel more like a Sol de Janeiro sort of cream. Although this is a thicker cream, it does actually just go straight into my skin. Like with Beija Flora, I've got to rub it quite a lot for the cream to actually sort of absorb into my skin, but it just feels like this is going straight in. I've also got the body lotion and hair mist, but I just really want to smell the perfume, so we're going to do that first. Although Rare sent me those lovely PR packages, I did buy this with my own money. At the side of the box, the notes are caramel, pistachio, which I'm assuming means pistachio. Oh, I'm reading it in French. That's what I'm reading it in French. So to read off the side of the box, the notes for the top are caramel, pistachio and pink pepper. The heart is ginger, cocoa beans and vanilla, and then the dry is sandalwood, tonka beans and skin musks. So I'm very excited because I love vanilla. I got this in the 10 milliliters. If you guys watched my last video, you would see that Kayali actually sent me quite a few perfumes, so I thought I don't want to get a big bottle if I don't like it because I'm really loving Kayali's Yum at the moment. Oh, I know I'm gonna like it. I know I'm gonna like it, and I'm gonna wish I'd bought a bigger bottle. Oh, I'm really excited, but I'm really nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. That's a stupid thing to say. That smells nice. This is such a lovely and warm smell. It's reminding me of something. Every time I get a perfume, it reminds me of something. I don't know if I'm misremembering, but this kind of reminds me of a less sweet version of Cloud by Ariana Grande. No, it doesn't smell like that. I normally really gravitate towards like a vanilla-y sweet perfume, and whilst this does have vanilla in it, it's not sort of overpoweringly sweet. It feels like maybe Ariana Grande's Cloud, but like a more grown-up version. Like they don't smell exactly the same, but they definitely have some similar notes. So I don't know if this bottle is accessible, but I know that the 50 milliliter one is, and I think that's so lovely. It's something that I've never really thought about, and I suppose because I can hold things without a problem, like I've never really thought about how makeup and like skincare can be accessible. Just to show you an example as well, I really love how their lip and blush products are, because I've never really thought like people can't grab the top to open it, because it's not a problem that I have, and I just think it's really nice. Overall, this perfume is definitely worth the hype. I wasn't sure because I love Rare Beauty, but you know when you see something over and over again and you're like, oh, it's just kind of the hype, like it will die down, but this is so good. Now I'm going to go in with the Find Comfort body and hair mist, but I am just going to put this on my hair because obviously I've just put the new perfume on. Oh, that's really fun. I don't know if you guys can see how fine that is. I thought it wasn't coming out. Both of these products are in the scent of Awaken Confidence, but the hair mist, I don't love it. I like it. It's not probably something I would like go for normally, but I'm absolutely obsessed with the body butter. It smells so nice, but they're the same scent, and I don't know. I really love this one, and this one I'm kind of like, oh, it's a different smell for me. I don't know. I'm going to start off with my skincare first, and then I think I'm just going to do a light bit of foundation. Really been struggling with hormonal breakouts recently. I've got a big bit here, and then I also on my last cycle had this like little breakout on my forehead, and normally I get breakouts around sort of like my chin or my mouth, but like never anything as bad as this. I'm gonna go and get a facial tomorrow, so I'm hoping that that's gonna help with this breakout. I did film a little bit of a YouTube video about sort of my acne and my breakout, because I used to take isotretinoin, which is Accutane, and I ended up deleting it because I just wasn't feeling good about the video, and I wasn't feeling good about myself, and I thought I don't want to put that out for like people to see. The way I was speaking, it just wasn't, not that I'm always positive, I'm not particularly a positive person, but I just thought I don't want to put that out for other people to see, because I don't want my like bad day to impact other people. I found that also my skin's been feeling quite dry with this breakout, which is weird for me because normally I'm really oily. So I'm just going to go in with this Tatcha Dewy Cream, because I find that this really helps my skin just feel like really hydrated and really nourished. I think like where I've got combination skin, I can get really oily bits and then also a little bit dry sort of around here. I'm going to move on to my face makeup now, and I'm just going to cover up the little bit of acne I've got on my chin. I'm going to show you guys something I've been doing recently, and I only came across this because I just completely forgot to apply my primer. So I'm going to dot this on my face, and then I'm going to put the primer over the top, and it actually just gives you this really nice dewy look. What I would normally do now is go in with my Real Technique sponge and just blend all this in, but what I've been doing recently is I just apply maybe 2 pumps, then I just apply it directly to the Hollywood Flawless filter, and it just makes this really nice dewy base. To be honest, I think I could have got away with just 1 pump. I'm now going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in Almond, and what I do for my acne is I tap this on with my finger, because I feel if you use a sponge it kind of takes too much product off and you can just see the pimples through it. Oh, I've just put it in my eye. I just got concealer in my eye. So I just kind of pat it on like this, which makes it look quite thick. But then what I'll do in a minute is I'll go over with my lightweight foundation. I don't know why I'm getting all this texture at the moment. It's just like around my mouth, which I need to be grateful for because it could be worse. Obviously that doesn't look perfect, but it is better than what it was. I'm just going to go in and blend out this little bit of concealer I've put on my psoriasis. I find with that it doesn't take off too much pigment to use my sponge. And then I've just got a little bit of scarring on my forehead. And that's the concealer. So I'm going to put a little bit of foundation and bronzer on, and then we're going to go on to the Rare Beauty blush. I'm going to do my normal cat whiskers with my Light Wonder. I'm now going to go in with Rare Beauty's Happy Soul. This is something I bought with my own money and I absolutely love. I generally just go around my cheekbones, around the top of my forehead. Sometimes I do little X's or little dots. And I just blend that all in with my sponge. And then we're going to try the Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. Please don't be broken. I'm going to swatch the shade Truth. I don't really have a blush like this. This isn't really a colour that I would normally go for, but I said that about the Rhode blushes. I can't remember what colour it was. It was like a really orangey colour, and I thought I would hate it, but I actually really liked it. That is Truth, and that's a lot less purple than I thought it would be. Then we have this more pinky colour, which is Thriving. I'm a little bit scared of how pigmented these are, but look at that. Then we have Alive, which is more of an orangey colour. Oh, I'm sorry, but look how pigmented that is. I've never had like a powder product be that pigmented. Then we have Grateful, and this is one of my favourite Rare Beauty colours. I already have it, I think, in the Soft Liquid Pinch blushes. It's like a nice kind of, I want to say pillar box red. Yeah, I feel like that's a pillar box red. Then we have Worth, which is a very me kind of colour. But it's not, it's more of like an apricot-y colour. I thought this was going to be more of a taupey colour. And then Happy is another one of the Liquid Pinch blushes that I have. Very pink, it's one of my favourite colours. And then we have Hope, which I have in the mini version. I think if anything, Truth is probably the most Esme colour. I tend to go for pinkies or sometimes like a darker pink. Rare Beauty also sent me this blush brush, and I've been trying to say blush brush for the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to put a tiny bit on my brush because these are so pigmented. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to layer one of the sparkling blushes on top. This is one of the blushes that I bought myself, and as you can see I have dropped it and smashed it. I know I go on about how much I don't like matte makeup, but I actually quite like matte blushes, but I am just going to go in with Joy. This is a pink shimmery blush, and I'm just going to go over the top of the matte blush just to make it a little bit more dewy. And I'm just going to put like a tiny bit of product on because I already have this in a different shade and I know how pigmented it is. Look at the pigment. I was only going to do a little bit of base makeup today, but because I've got this little lip set, I thought I might try one. I just used Joy on my cheeks, so I'm going to use Joy from in here. I'm not sure if this suits me or if maybe it's because I've not done all my makeup, but I'm going to wipe this off and I'm going to go in with Wonder. To be fair, they are actually quite similar shades, but I really like this. So that is everything I have to show you from my Rare Beauty PR, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I was so excited to try this perfume and I'm so happy that I've got all these new blushes to play around with.